Hey, good evening, Patriot fans, and welcome back to this week's segment of Patriot Weekly, your home for Pike Road football all season long. Again, I'm Bill Lacomb, but I'm here with the guru of the gridiron himself, Chris Boykin.
Thanks, Bill, and I'm Chris Boykin. We are coming to you from Dogwood Studios in the great town of Pike Road, Alabama. And none of this would be possible without our exclusive sponsors in the shops at Eastchase and Brantley Bank.
CB, was a big night, on Friday night for the Patriots. Picked up our first win, our first actual area win, with a dominant performance over Rehobeth, man. That was a fantastic game. Was a big night of first, a night where a lot of players got on the field, okay? A night where this team showed depth all across the roster, man. It was amazing.
Tonight we'll look back at the win. We'll talk with Coach Shook, maybe talk to a few players. I think we have Ole Miss commit JaMichael Jones and Tennessee commit Braylon Outlaw in the house. We'll also take some time to spotlight some of our show choir. We have some guests from the show choir in the house tonight.
And we'll close out with a look ahead at our next opponent, Wetumpka. It's all right here, right now on Patriot Weekly.
Every week, the Pike Road Patriots chase greatness under Friday Night Lights. And we bring you inside the huddle each week, right here at Dogwood Studios in Pike Road, with your hosts from Pike Road Live, Bill Lacomb and Chris Boykin. This is Patriot Weekly with Coach Granger Shook, presented by Brantley Bank and the shops at Eastchase. Let's talk Pike Road football.
Hey everybody, welcome back to what I always call my favorite part of the program. My favorite segment here, sit with Coach Shook here. This is what we're going to call the Rehobeth recap, because we got to talk about this electrifying performance that I think literally almost everybody on that team was a part of. So, CB, I'll kick it over to you guys. You guys to talk about a little bit. Looking forward to hearing it.
Yeah, thanks. Coach, congratulations on the first region win. Really big night. Talk about what stood out the most about Friday night's game.
Well, I thought that we were going to play better because of how we prepared that week. We as a staff really kind of took ownership of our poor performance because there were some bad practice habits that we probably didn't identify, and try to correct early enough. But again, we kind of set the tone early in the week on Sunday and Monday morning, and our boys responded really well to it. So we had a really good week of preparation, and our boys came out on Friday ready to play. And I really enjoyed feeling the excitement on the sideline. I really enjoyed watching our boys play hard because they practiced hard last week. And so, our boys are buying into you're going to perform how you practice, and I think that was evident on Friday night.
Yeah, it seemed like a night of firsts. We had a lot of guys getting their first scores, their first time on the field, first touchdowns. Talk about the importance of being able to get those young guys in and what it does for the development of the younger guys on the team.
Well, we were able to come out hot in the first quarter and kind of had a really solid first half. And so my message to the boys at halftime was to let's make Pike Road football better. Let's continue to do what we're doing. Let's establish, physicality up front on both sides of the ball, and let's make sure that we're executing well on the perimeter on both sides. And our boys handled that really well. We took the first two drives in the second half and capped them off with touchdowns, and we made them punt the first two drives again. So we were able to rotate some guys, late in the third and in the fourth quarter. And anytime our younger guys can get reps on Friday night, that's just that's invaluable for the future, like you said. And so I thought our young guys stepped in and not only were they prepared, I thought they executed really well. We had several guys get in the end zone even late in the game, and that's always encouraging. And, it's always nice to see them celebrate and have fun on Friday night because they practice real hard as well.
Message to the team. I know we talked after the Enterprise loss. There's a lot of things we can correct, a lot of things we can improve on, and that message is probably a little bit easier to get across after a loss. How do you move forward correcting things, and what needs to be corrected after a 63-0 win?
Well, we showed them film early on Sunday, and went through different clips throughout the game. And again, we played really well at times, but there were some plays where we didn't execute as well as we should have. And so we identified those as a staff, and we showed those to our players early in the week. And so expecting our boys to respond well, and we did. So again, there's always room for improvement after a win and after a loss, of course. And so our boys have been focusing on improving in those areas. We can always get better at blocking up front and on the perimeter. We can always get better at tackling up front and on the perimeter on defense as well. And so those have been key issues this week for us.
Yeah, and hitting on special teams real quick. We didn't have the opportunity to punt much, but the one punt I do remember, it was a booming punt or something. That was a breath of fresh air.
It was. Chase came in and got a hold of it, man. I was very, very proud of him. It's something he hadn't practiced a lot early in the year, but he has been getting reps at it in practice, and he capitalized on it. And I couldn't be more proud of Chase and the value he's bringing to this program.
Well, Coach, congratulations again. Big win, big night in Pike Road, and we were so excited watching the boys get back in the win column, and can't wait for next week.
Absolutely. Coach, again, thank you for coming in and doing a recap with us. We look forward to having you back on in a little bit, and we look forward to Wetumpka as we head out there next week. So, look, folks, we'll be right back with some special guests from the show choir in studio. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I'm Granger Shook, head football coach for your Pike Road Patriots. I want to give a big thank you to the shops at Eastchase, Montgomery's premier shopping destination, for supporting Pike Road football and sponsoring Patriot Weekly. Just like we bring our best to the field every Friday night, Eastchase brings the best in shopping, dining, and family fun to our community.
Check out all the stores Eastchase offers online, and when you visit them, thank them for supporting your Pike Road Patriots.
Go Patriots!
This week's Patriot Weekly is proudly brought to you by Brantley Bank, your community partner in Pike Road. I'm Ray Kaiser, your Town of Pike Road president. We're located right outside Public on Vaughn Road. At Brantley Bank, we're built on hospitality. We made banking easy, local, and welcoming. So whether you're saving for something special, managing your business account, looking to make a loan, or just stopping by on the way home from the store, Brantley Bank is right here for our Pike Road community, bringing hometown pride to the end zone.
All right, everybody, welcome back. And as promised, we have some very special guests in the house tonight. We have the Pike Road Show Choir here. We have director Katherine Hatfield, known each other for a while. She does a wonderful job with the program. And also student leaders, Emma Lindsey, Zhalon Johnson. So before we get started with our rapid fire questions here, wanted to get them in the studio. This program is really near and dear to my heart. I've had the opportunity to host or MC a couple of their events. I was able to attend just as a parent and check them out and watch what they do. And the dancing, the singing, the outfits, the whole show, the whole production is really something special. So if you haven't had the opportunity to check them out, you're really missing out. You got to come see them. So we had to get them in here live, and that's where we're at. So Katherine, I'm going to get started with you. Tell us about Pike Road Show Choirs overall. What do you have coming up this season you want to tell everybody about?
All right. So for our show choir, we have 2 co-ed show choirs for the high school. They're both auditioned. We do auditions in the spring. So we have Prestige and Paradigm, and they're both co-ed. They're both high energy. They put together the same shows as far as singing and dancing goes, but different themes. There's typically a theme each year, be that genre of music or just the style or whatever we're going for that year. So this year, one of the shows focuses more on jazz music and 1920s to the 2020s sort of evolution.
Love it.
And the other show is game show themes, like family board game night kind of theme. So those are both a lot of fun. And then we also have Premiere, which is our junior high show choir, and that one's also auditioned, and they are working on a show called Crime and Punishment. So it sort of goes on this journey with them of these renegades, and we sort of get to kind of go through that. But it's a lot of fun. Also a co-ed group. We do also have a choir that's a concert choir for junior high, and it's got about 50 kids in that program. But for the show choirs, those are our 3 show choirs. We do all sorts of things. We have community events that we sing at. Typically, we're at the Veterans Day program at our school, but also at Founder Station. I think we're always at the lighting of the Christmas tree.
Yep.
We typically go to our elementary and intermediate schools to perform for those students. We visit local nursing homes periodically to sing and visit with those residents there.
Love it.
So we do things like that, but a big focus for us is the competitions.
Love it.
So
Yep.
we travel throughout the state of Alabama, sometimes even into Mississippi, and compete with other groups that are also competitive show choirs. So lots of fun stuff.
Love it. So not just a bunch of pretty faces. You guys are out there making a difference in the community here. Okay, I love it. So speaking of community, the Spooky Sprint is right around the corner. What should the community know about that?
Spooky Sprint is a lot of fun. So we will be at the Waters on October 18th, bright and early. Registration is already open for that, so you can get on runsignup.com and you can register for that. But it is hosted by our students and our show choir boosters. The students will be dressed up as zombies that morning. And so we do a zombie run, or if you're a hardcore runner and you really care about your time, you can get a chit time that morning, but all the proceeds go right back to the show choir to help fund the things that we do. We try to keep our class fees affordable so that the kids can do other things. We know parents have more than one child or children in multiple activities. So we do a lot of raising money to keep it affordable.
Emma, as choir president, what's your favorite part about being in the Pike Road Show Choir?
Well, I love traveling and competing and all of that, but most importantly, the people that are in the show choir. Every single year it's different people, but every single year it's just a great group of kids, and it's really just fun to experience all those things with them.
I'll bet. Very good answer. All right, Zhalon, batter up. Can you share a memory or a performance that stands out to you personally? Something maybe that you've done that you're like, this was it for me. Tell me.
Earlier this year in March, we traveled to Biloxi in Mississippi.
Okay.
And we competed, and later in the competition, we have awards, and they chose me as the best or the most outstanding performer
Wow.
out of the whole competition. And that was really special. But not only, like, the award was great, but my favorite part was definitely hanging around with my friends and speaking and seeing all the show choirs and meeting new people.
I love that. Well, congratulations. In case 100,000 people didn't tell you, congratulations. Absolutely. Great job. Okay, let's back to Miss Emma here. What's the biggest lesson you've learned about being in this group, being in show choir? Biggest lesson.
This is my last year being in show choir, but I've been in show choir and choir for like 4 years now, and I've really grown up in the group, and it's really taught me how like people and groups of people really form you and how you become as a person. So the people around me have been really important in how I've grown up.
I got you.
And it's that group of people in show choir.
Love it. Very, very good. So it's kind of shaped who you are as a young person, and as you continue on your life, you'll still have things that you remember that you learned here that make you a better community leader down the road. Yeah, very, very good. All right, last one here. What would you say to a younger student, Zhalon, thinking about joining show choir in the future? Like somebody like me, I can't dance, my man. So maybe show choir isn't my thing like that. But I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who think, I'd love to do show choir, I'd love to be a part of it, but man, I can't dance. So what would you say to those kids?
Show choir is a thing where it's not only for people who can sing and dance. Because, we're here to help you. Like, your leadership is here to help you. Miss Hatfield is here to help you. We have choreographers here to help you. So if you can't sing or dance, there are people and resources that can help you improve in those areas. For me, that because I was a kid once that wasn't sure on show choir. And for me, what helped me is I didn't know if I had the time, or I didn't know if I was going to fit in that area. And what helped me was I saw the community in show choir. I saw how close people were at show choir, and that really helped me. And we are very flexible around schedules, whether you're in marching band, whether you're in baseball, football, anything. We're very flexible because there's a lot of students in our program who are in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, the majority of the kids are in something else, whether it's school, church, have jobs, they do all the things. So it's really nice because they also are bringing in other skill sets, and it really builds on, and we all just are sort of symbiotic in that way.
Wow, a lot of those intangibles that's every at the table. Yeah, I love it. All right, so just real quick before you wrap up, Spooky Sprint coming up on October 18th. Can I come? Can I show up?
Please do.
All right, I'll be there. Also, if you haven't had a chance to just go and check out one of their performances, so fun, so cool. Again, the dancing, the singing, just the whole production piece of it, you're gonna love it. I promise it. Also, follow them on socials for all things Pike Road Show Choir coming up. Again, thank you guys for being in the studio with us. Excited to see you guys perform this year. Super, super excited. And let's see, up next, CB sits down with JaMichael Jones and Braylon Outlaw after their amazing performances they had on Friday night. So you won't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
This week's Patriot Weekly is proudly brought to you by Brantley Bank, your community partner in Pike Road. I'm Ray Kaiser, your town of Pike Road president. We're located right outside Public on Vaughn Road. At Brantley Bank, we're built on hospitality. We made banking easy, local, and welcoming. So whether you're saving for something special, managing your business account, looking to make a loan, or just stopping by on the way home from the store, Brantley Bank is right here for our Pike Road community, bringing hometown pride to the end zone.
Welcome back to Patriot Weekly. Tonight we are joined by senior running back JaMichael Jones. JaMichael, welcome in. Coach Shook, could you start us off by talking a little bit about JaMichael and what he does for this team?
Well, JaMichael does so much on and off the field for us. First off, I'd like to brag on him academically. He's got over a 3.6 GPA. He's already taken dual enrollment classes, and he's on track to graduate early. And so he'll be an early enrollee at University of Mississippi, where I expect him to do some great things. But athletically, he's a great leader for us by example. You know, he's helping spearhead the effort for us on our leadership council as well. So I can't say enough good things about it.
Yeah, and he had a really big night Friday night. JaMichael, talk a little bit about what led to your huge game Friday night against Rehobeth.
I say the preparation of the game, everybody coming together, playing as one unit through the preparation of the practice. We all know we had to come out big compared to last week, just putting that pass behind us. So I'll just say the O-line stepping up.
Yeah. Well, you've played in a lot of big games at Pike Road over the past few seasons. What has been the biggest keys to your growth and on the field and off the field?
Everything really is just the preparation. It prepares you, just like as we talked one day, you prepare so much for the game, so that's really where it comes from. That's where you win.
That's right. Committed to Ole Miss. Yeah. Talk about what the Pike Road football program has done for you, how you feel it has best prepared you to go play at a big-time SEC program like Ole Miss.
I say it prepared me a lot. Just going through practice every day, going against people like Braylon, just competing every day, making you better.
What are some goals for you personally this year and as a team aspect?
Just anything, just trying to win it all. That's everybody's goal this year, and that's my goal too, personally.
I love it. I'll tell you one thing I really like watching you guys with you and Polo and Jordan. The list goes on and on. There's so many guys that can make plays on offense, but y'all are also selfless. Y'all are all blocking for each other. Y'all don't care who gets the shine, but y'all are out there making plays, and I think that's a testament to your character and the other guy's character, and that usually leads to big things. Got another big region opponent coming up this Friday night in Wetumpka. Talk about playing them this Friday night.
That thing just got to do the same thing, same old, just preparation, get ready for the game, knowing the same thing, just knowing we got to come out and compete and be ready.
Finally, who do you emulate your game after? Who's somebody you like to maybe play like, and is there a team that you really pull for?
Everything, just grew up watching Adrian Peterson a lot, really. Just trying to run with a lot of aggression, just trying to inflict pain on the defense. And team-wise, never had a favorite team, just love the game. So,
love it. I love it. Well, you definitely inflict pain on the defense. You're one of the hardest runners I've seen, and we're real proud of you. And we're so glad you're on our side every Friday night.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for being here. Up next, we will have Braylon Outlaw with us, the University of Tennessee commit and standout linebacker for the Pike Road Patriots. We'll be right back.
I'm Granger Shook, head football coach for your Pike Road Patriots. I want to give a big thank you to the shops at Eastchase, Montgomery's premier shopping destination, for supporting Pike Road football and sponsoring Patriot Weekly. Just like we bring our best to the field every Friday night, Eastchase brings the best in shopping, dining, and family fun to our community.
Check out all the stores Eastchase offers online, and when you visit them, thank them for supporting your Pike Road Patriots.
Go Patriots!
Welcome back to Patriot Weekly. We are now joined by standout linebacker Braylon Outlaw. Coach Shook, talk to us a little bit about Braylon. I know there is a lot to say about this young man.
Well, Braylon, just like JaMichael, has an excellent GPA, 3.7 plus. Again, already taking college classes, doing well in those. He's going to be an early enrollee at Tennessee. And again, I expect for him to make an early impact there. Braylon's a guy that the offense knows where he is, but he still makes plays. And I could be more proud of how he leads by example as well. He's on our leadership council. He's been on there for several years, just like JaMichael has been. And so Braylon is definitely a leader, not only on our defense, but our entire program. And so I'm glad he is on our team.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Every Friday night watching number 5 run sideline to sideline. It's really good feeling to know that he's on the Patriot side. Braylon, talking about the Rehobeth game, let's look back at it for a second. What did you take away from that performance? Obviously, you had a really big night. Talk about that game and how that game and your performance can help move forward.
I feel like I had a good performance, and as well as the team, I feel like we performed very well. And I feel like it's motivation. It was like a statement game for us. We see how we can play and just to continue to keep that going.
That's good. So you've been a consistent presence for this program. You were a 3-year starter at linebacker for Pike Road. Talk about the importance of representing the program and being such a key figurehead for this team.
It's a great feeling. It's a great thing for me. It's just something. It's something that pushes me to just want to keep doing and getting better and improving for the school.
What are some things you would like to keep improving on as the year moves forward?
I would say one thing would be my leadership. Just continuing to be a great leader, so we can get to the main goal that we want to get to.
Speaking of goals, what are some of your goals from a team standpoint and a person standpoint as well?
The team goals, just to want to get to that state championship, and then individual, just like I said, leadership. I just want to keep improving my leadership because I know that's something that we need to get to that main goal.
Yep. Committed to Tennessee. Next year you'll be up on Rocky Top. Talk about how Pike Road has prepared you for playing at such a well-known program in the SEC like Tennessee.
It's prepared me very well, just the practice habits, the way we practice, and the competing every day in practice, that just helped me get me better every day, every year.
Yes. So who do you like to emulate your game after? Who is someone Braylon Outlaw watches on Saturdays or Sundays and says, that's how I want to play?
It's somebody you can't watch right now, but I would say Brian Dawkins, though. I like to go back and just watch him and watch how he plays. It's just his physicality and his competitiveness that's just something that drives me and motivates me.
Sure, that's old school. I like it. That's old. Yes, I like it. That explains a lot on why he plays the way he does. Do you have a favorite team?
I wouldn't say I don't. I just watch football.
Good deal. I'm the same way. Well, Braylon, thank you for being here. We are so proud of you, and we're glad you're on our side and can't wait to watch you as the season moves forward. We'll be right back to speak with Coach Shook about this week's game versus Wetumpka.
This week's Patriot Weekly is proudly brought to you by Brantley Bank, your community partner in Pike Road. I'm Ray Kaiser, your town of Pike Road president. We're located right outside Public on Vaughn Road. At Brantley Bank, we're built on hospitality. We make banking easy, local, and welcoming. So whether you're saving for something special, managing your business account, looking to make a loan, or just stopping by on the way home from the store, Brantley Bank is right here for our Pike Road community, bringing hometown pride to the end zone.
I'm Granger Shook, head football coach for your Pike Road Patriots. I want to give a big thank you to the shops at Eastchase, Montgomery's premier shopping destination, for supporting Pike Road football and sponsoring Patriot Weekly. Just like we bring our best to the field every Friday night, Eastchase brings the best in shopping, dining, and family fun to our community.
Check out all the stores Eastchase offers online, and when you visit them, thank them for supporting your Pike Road Patriots.
Go Patriots.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Back with the man himself, Coach Shook. We're going to talk some Wetumpka. That's what we got here next week as we travel there for this week's matchup. So, guys, take it away. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Yeah, Coach, another region matchup this week. It is Friday night in Wetumpka. Talk about what stands out about Wetumpka as you watch them on film. Traditionally a really good program. What stands out, and what are going to be some keys for Pike Road to get a W in Wetumpka Friday?
Well, Coach Bearwoods and his staff always get his boys to play hard, and so I expect another physical ball game. That was one thing that I was proud of our boys. I thought we played hard last week. I thought we tried to finish blocks. I thought we tried to tackle with violence last week. And those boys at Wetumpka are being told to do the same thing. And so I expect a very physical region matchup. Anytime you go on the road, you can expect some things to not go your way, so to speak. So it's going to be a tough road test for us. I think they're big up front. I think they run extremely well. Their quarterback does a great job of dishing the ball out and distributing it to his playmakers. They do have a couple of guys who if we do miss a tackle, they can roll, and it's going to be hard to tackle them. So we have to be sound on both sides of the ball. But again, I'm looking forward to watching our mentality. And as long as we can continue to improve with our passion and our purpose and our effort, I expect for us to have some fun on Friday night.
what are going to be the biggest challenges? I guess you kind of just hit on it, but the keys to the game, what are some things that Wetumpka really poses from a challenging standpoint for us to go over there and ask those questions?
Well, offensively, they have some, their spread, their shotgun, but they also bring some linebackers over. They'll bring some D linemen over and get in some heavy sets. And so we have to be able to communicate on the field and on the sideline. And, our players have to be locked into the game because there will be some personnel swaps depending on what they do offensively. So we have to stay focused and locked in. So that's going to be a challenge for us on defense. And then offensively, they play a 4-man front, and they'll also get in a 3-man front. So we have to communicate up front and make sure that we identify and know who we have in pass protection. They're sound on defense, so we can't get discouraged if we don't make a big play when we think we need to. We have to be disciplined enough to nickel and dime it down the field if that's what they give us on defense. Absolutely.
Well, Wetumpka has a beautiful stadium over there. Talk about the importance of getting Pike Road. Let's take Pike Road to Wetumpka, and let's make this a home game for us. Talk about the importance of getting the fans over there and creating an environment for our kids.
Man, I thought last week with our youth night was awesome. I mean, having those young kids on the field, having them high-fiving and just seeing the smiles in their face, that was something that I won't soon forget. And I think our players fed off of that. And so I would love for the Pike Road Nation to come over to Wetumpka and really, really make it an electric environment. I think we can, make it as close to a home field for us if our fans will come. And I really want to challenge our fans to come out and support our boys because our boys do feed off their excitement and their energy.
Absolutely. I know it'll be a good crowd there Friday night. Bill?
You guys heard from Coach right here. He's challenging everybody to come on out to this game. He wants a home field advantage, correct, Coach? Yeah, that's right, man. Pack the stands, do everything you can do to get there. But if something happens that you can't make it, join us live right here on YouTube for Pike Road Live, where we'll have all your complete coverage. Thanks to Coach Shook for coming in as always. And you know what? Go Patriots. We'll see you in Wetumpka.
That's a wrap for this week's Patriot Weekly, filmed right here at Dogwood Studios in Pike Road. Big thanks to our sponsors, Brantley Bank and the shops at East Chase for making it all possible. We'll see you next time, Patriot Nation. And as always, go Patriots!